Alright, in this video I'm going to talk about seaweed. Oh my goodness, nature's massive superfood. I want to talk about a couple of different ones that I eat. The important thing to remember about seaweed is that it can be quite cleansing and it's very cooling by nature. So if you're somebody that's thin and doesn't have a lot of energy, you have to be careful with it. You take too much of it, it can really deplete your resources. The energetics of seaweed are cooling, and rightfully so. It lives in cold water. One of the things I take is called chlorella, and this is called prime chlorella, and I get it from pure-chlorella.com. I actually get it from Paul Pitchford, who wrote the book Healing with Whole Foods. This is one of the supplements that he sells. It's a massively healthy food. Chlorella is one of the warmest seafoods, one of the warmest seaweeds, and it's broken cell wall, which is really important because sometimes you can't assimilate seaweed that's been processed unless it's has broken cell wall. And this comes in tablets, and you actually boil it. You boil all seaweeds. I boil all seaweeds before eating them. So that's one. I have about 4 of these little tabs a day that comes in this little jar of 1,250 tabs from Prime Chlorella. And the next thing I want to tell you about is the seaweed that I buy from my man Larch Hansen up in Steuben, Maine. I actually grew up on the coast of Maine, so it's very close to my heart. But he is the most amazing person ever. I love him dearly. If you get a chance, go to theseaweedman.com. He harvests it all by hand. He's a very soulful man. He shows videos of the whole process. Here's an example of the seaweed that I get. This is digitata. Kombu is another one. There's just so many dulse that are just really important, amazing foods. I mean, this is the superfood to beat all superfoods, right? It's got amazing vitamins and minerals in it. I mean, we came from the sea originally, and our body has so much water in it. We're almost all completely water. So this is just feeding us constantly. I boil this seaweed every day and make a tea out of it, a couple strips of it. And lastly, there's another company you can get probably pretty easily called Maine Coast Sea Vegetables. They're in a lot of the Whole Foods. And this one's kombu. So seaweeds are really good at providing iodine to an iodine-deficient body, helping the thyroid, as well as removing radioactive iodine that comes from nuclear reactors and so forth. And also it's a great detoxer for heavy metals. And by the way, it also kills other bad stuff in the body, funguses and bacteria and stuff. It's just, the body's super healthy with seaweed and seaweed broth, water in it. So the Maine Coast Sea Vegetables is like a 2-ounce bag here. You get this for like $7. And that's pretty expensive to me. That's why I buy them from Larch. And I mean, these are 1-pound bags, and I think the whole box of 5 1-pound bags came to about $70. So it was quite affordable. And that's with shipping and everything. Anyway, yeah, I cook them up every day and eat them with anything. They go great. They make things tenderize quickly and break down quickly, especially when you're eating meat, some sort of meat. And beans particularly too. They go really well to like break down the outer coating of beans. So massive props to seaweed in all forms. Chlorella, kombu, digitata, dulse, and all the other ones that I haven't named. Delaria, there's another one too. All right. Oh, one last thing. It's really important to get seaweed from sources that are not contaminated. Lots of the seaweed you find like really cheaply comes from China and Japan, where sometimes they don't use the environmental practices to grow it in a safe, healthy place. It can be grown out where there's, human waste and stuff. It's just a horrible, unpredictable mess you're getting into. That's why buying it off the coast of Maine like this is extremely important, because you're putting that into your body. All right, that's it for this video. That was a long one. Talk to you soon.